ma-meet po kayo. Matagal na naming pangarap na ma-meet po kayo. Because DMCI is using us in high-rise buildings. And I'm sure DMCI is benefiting from our system, not only from the product. Because we are able to shorten the construction time po ng building. Hindi mo na kailangan maglagay ng membrane sa basement. So, straight away buhos, waterproof na po yung buhos. Na maiiwasan po natin, sir, yung replacement ng waterproofing o kaya yung continuous repair na naka-turnover na yung project. Normally po yung replacement ng waterproofing sa roof deck ay mga 15 years o kung medyo maayos yung membrane, siguro mga 20 years. So, as I had mentioned, what we would like to offer to you to deliver to your company is a sustainable waterproofing, but it is the concrete itself and able to protect the steel reinforcement po sa roof deck kung laging nauulanan against corrosion, because chloride or water or moisture will not get in touch with the steel dahil po yung concrete natin in its full thickness ay waterproof na po siya, sir. And this technology po, sir, will surely last for more than 60 years. So siguro wala na tayo nun, mga apo-apo na lang. And I was bullied actually in one of my presentation. Sabi nila, come on Rodel, sobra naman yung sinisensationalize mo yung product nyo. 60 years, are you sure? So I'll give you some examples, sir. Okada is only 5 years old. But we have projects like po sa Indonesia, 30 years old na po itong basement, but still in good condition. This is a 2-level basement. Ang sunod po is yung SeaWorld Aquarium sa Jakarta rin, which was built 1992 and it's now 29 years old. Ito pong aquarium na ito na seawater, like yung mga shark natin, waterproof pa rin po yung structure niya, yung concrete niya. The concrete itself. Wala po yung membrane, sir. Wala po yung extra epoxy in any other surface treatment. Ito po, 34 years old na sa Hong Kong. It's a commercial complex. Yung pong roof deck, sir, mayroong swimming pool. If you will notice po sa drawing, mayroon po siyang tennis court at saka yung landscape. And below this roof deck is a commercial area. So, hindi po siya parking area lang na hindi masyadong critical. It's a critical area. And they never had a problem. They never needed a replacement of waterproofing kasi po yung concrete na 15 cm, waterproof pa rin po siya after 34 years. Ito po ay tunnel ng MRT sa Singapore River, underneath the Singapore River, at yan po ay 36 years old. It is functioning as a concrete protection sa corrosion and as well as waterproofing po. Ito naman po ay a basement in Hong Kong, 38 years old now, constantly exposed to 6 meters of water pressure, at yun po ay seawater. Wala pong corrosion yung steel, wala pong damage yung concrete, at yung pong basement ay sustainable po yung waterproofing. They don't need to replace any waterproofing or do expensive repairs. So yun po yung mga projects na medyo matagal-tagal na, sir. And ito po yung roof deck ng Cementaid Malaysia factory, which was built 1961. They did a core test to determine the compressive strength and the waterproofing quality after 50 years. And they found out that the waterproofing quality is still the same as in day one. At yung pong steel reinforcement, walang corrosion. Kahit na po kami nagmamanufacture ng mga chemicals, alam po natin na yung bay 4 ng chemical can also corrode the steel and damage the concrete. And with your company, sir, DMCI, for high-rise building, ginamit na po tayo sa mga basement, and I just highlighted po yung mga suspended structures like suspended swimming pool ng 6 senses ng Xavier School sa Nuvali. Nuvali is a very good, parang Singapore yung Nuvali, maraming puno. Somerset sa Salcedo, roof deck din po yan, at saka yung basement. At saka yung SUS, yung pong roof deck kasama rin po sa waterproofing. And we also have other superstructures, waterproof with our system, wala pong membrane, yung suspended swimming pool ng Gravitas, at marami pa pong iba, sir. If you would allow us, we can send this list para po meron po kayong reference, architect. Sample po ng mga projects, ito pong Xavier School, yung pong roof deck niyan, wala sir membrane. And they never had a problem. We did some minor repair kasi may kaunting crack lang, but na-turn over po yung project without any defect. Wala po yung nangyayari na na-turn over na, babaklasin mo ulit yung ceiling, and then you will do repair. Wala pong ganon. Ito po yung sa Zeus sa Makati. Ito naman po yung Six Senses sa Entertainment City. Lahat po yung basement at saka yung pong swimming pool. And we also have this Gravitas suspended swimming pool. And we also have this suspended swimming pool sa J Mall in Cebu. So, yan po, nagbe-benefit na po sila sa sustainable waterproofing. And ako po medyo matagal na sa Indonesia. I started working with Cementaid 25 years ago. And ito po, papakita ko lang yung mga konting references. Like ito pong suspended swimming pool na ito, above a restaurant, at yung pong kabila is above a function room. We never did a repair. Wala po yan sa membrane. At tapos na po yung 10-year period, wala po kaming repair kahit konti. And they're so happy with the result, yung pong client at saka po yung structural engineer. Ito po ay sa ngayon 24 years old na suspended swimming pool na ang size po niyan is Olympic size. Sa Jakarta rin, hindi po nila kailangan i-replace yung waterproofing ng swimming pool kahit na 24 years old na. Normally po pag membrane, you have to replace it. You have to remove the tiles and replace the waterproofing, and i-close mo po yung swimming pool. Pero po itong apartment na ito ay meron silang 12 towers. Imagine sir, kung i-close natin yung swimming pool ng 3 months, ay magrereklamo po yung tenants at saka yung mga occupants po noong apartment. So, yung ganun pong problema, we can eliminate that 100%, Architect Paul, Architect Econ. Ito po yung underneath ng swimming pool. We took picture 2017, so about 3 years ago, noong 20 years old po siya. You will notice na very dry po yung underneath noong swimming pool slab. Ito po ay medyo malaking roof deck sa Jakarta rin po. Actually, we did some repair on minor cracks lang naman, but it is structurally stable. It is permanently waterproof. Wala po yung screed, Architect Paul. Hindi po masyadong complicated yung trabaho kasi pagbuhos mo tapos na yung waterproofing. So I will summarize those good and bad things about waterproofing. Alam ko sir na alam nyo rin na pag mayroong mga repair sa waterproofing and even more stressful pag mayroong mga replacement because you have to remove so many things above the roof deck bago mo i-replace yung waterproofing. So yun po yung dilemma pag hindi po natin naayos yung waterproofing from day one. Okay. Ay kukwento ko po sir yung experience ko mismo sa Indonesia. We did this, it's a hospital project in outskirt of Jakarta. They use our product po 2008 sa basement, parking at saka yung mga habitable area. But on the roof deck, they decided to use membrane. Kasi po, pagka roof deck, normally, ang gusto ng tao yung membrane talaga eh. Pero, after 11 years lang sir, they needed to replace the membrane. Why? Because it's leaking already. And below this roof deck is our VIP rooms. Yung medyo mahal sir yung bayad nung sa hospital. Parang mga 5-star hotel yung rate. And okay lang, we can replace waterproofing sa roof deck, but how about the cost? So ito po yung ginawa ko kanina. Can you hear me, sir? Sir Manny? Sir Miles?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. We can.
Oo. Kasi medyo napakatahimik. Akala ko ako na lang nagsasalita eh. Okay.
Sorry po, nag-mute po ako pagka na.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So, yung roof deck, sir, it's not so big. It's just a hospital. So, yung pong roof deck niya is just about 1,000 square meters. Yung pong volume ng concrete slab at saka ng beam, kung ginamit kami sana, kung ginamitan ng naka-integrate, naka-incorporate sa concrete, 187 cubic meter is not a lot. Pero yung pong proposal namin ay na-reject kasi nga takot silang walang membrane. Number 2, mas mahal kami. 2 beses sir yung price eh. Kasi 1.1 million yung sa amin, walang screed. Tapos yung membrane sir, yung ginagamit nila, yung napakamura lang, 500 per square meter. Sa Pilipinas, Sir Manny, magkano ang membrane na medyo reasonably good quality?
Pagka yung mga ginagamit nito sa superstructure, roughly anywhere from 750 to 950 pesos.
Okay. Actually, sir, mas maganda sa ngayon yung bagong technology is yung polyurethane. But it will cost you probably 1,200 to 1,800 per square meter. Yung ginawa, ang ginamit po nila dito, napakamurang membrane lang, wala pang 600. So, at the end of the day, sabi nila, mahal kami. But after 11 years, Architect Paul, Architect Icon, they have to spend 8 million pesos kasi po yung membrane ay kailangan palitan. We have to remove the screed. So, comparing 1.1 million sana kung ginamit kami 11 years ago, ngayon naging 8.7. So, yung saving sana nila at this point in time, 7.6 million or about 700%. Which is, kahit na sir mayaman yung DMCI homes, sayang din yung 7 million, di ba? In a 1,000 square meter roof deck. So, yun po ang gusto naming parating sa inyo, sir. We don't sell products, sir. We offer a solution which is beneficial po dun sa end user mismo, sa DMCI homes mismo. Okay. I know you know, sir, that membrane is a very good product. No question about that. But why most of the time it doesn't work? Para sa amin po, ako personally, in my experience, doing waterproofing for more than 25 years now, because it is not addressing the root cause of the problem ng waterproofing. Halimbawa sa roof deck, ano po yung root cause ng problema? If you can remember, sir, yung mga experience nyo rin, halimbawa mayroong membrane sa roof deck, tapos may kaunting repair, yung pong kaunting repair means nag-fail na po yung membrane. Ganito po yung illustration namin dyan. So, pag meron sir tayong roof deck, we applied membrane on the top. Siyempre, meron pong screed protection. And sometimes, meron pang ceramic tiles on top of it. So, pagka nagkaroon sir ng ulan at nagkaroon ng isang butas yung membrane, every time na umuulan, sir, the water will penetrate that small hole and will be transmitting into the space or gap between the membrane and the concrete. And the concrete now will absorb water. Doon po sa mga obvious na weak points, like yung pong crack, ay didire-diretso na po yung tubig sa crack. Now, tutulo na po yung ilalim ng slab natin. And then, I'm sure meron po silang warranty, yung applicator, 10 years warranty. So, ang galing. May 10-year warranty tayo. May hinahawakan tayo, sir, di ba? But, the question now is how the applicator can repair the membrane itself. Yun po ang tanong eh. They cannot. Because on top of the roof deck, meron kang ceramic tiles, meron kang screed. You have to remove everything muna. And pag nabuksan na po yung materials above the membrane, it would be very difficult to locate the hole in the membrane. Di ba, sir? It is
Yes, sir.
almost
Ganyan
impossible.
na, lahat ng mga roof deck ng high-rise namin naka-tiles.
Di ba, sir? Sayang naman kung baklas-baklas tayo dyan. What they can do is go underneath and then just inject the leakage. But we know for a fact, sir, that in doing that, they are not actually repairing the membrane. Di ba, sir? They are repairing the normal concrete, which is not waterproof. So something is wrong actually. Meron silang warranty sa membrane, but they don't even have a chance to touch the membrane. So how can they rectify the membrane? So para din po yung nagbuhos tayo, may ceramic tiles, at saka pag nag-leak, i-inject lang yung crack. It's the same thing, sir. Di ba? So sayang yung pera ng DMCI homes na binabayad sa membrane. Unless kung yung pong membrane mo ay in-apply sa 50 square meters lang na area, I'm sure it can be perfect, sir. Pero kung yung pong roof deck nyo is 1,000, 2,000 square meters, most probably magkakaroon po ng isa, dalawang butas yan. So yun po yung gusto namin explain. Hindi ko lang mapakita yung slide eh. Isubukan ko, sir, ha? Subukan ko lang. Nakikita pa ba to? Miles,
Nandun pa rin, sir, sa outline.
Okay. So, pasensya na, sir, talaga. Okay,
Sige lang.
tutuloy ko lang. So, hindi ko mapakita, sir, yung animation. So, ito, sir, yung basement, halimbawa, sir, pagtapos na yung basement natin at i-close natin yung dewatering system na temporary lang, the water pressure will now rise from the bottom of the basement slab pataas. So, ang tendency po ng tubig ay papasok sa concrete because concrete is very absorptive. Para po yung sponge na pag mayroong tubig, una papasok yan sa mga capillary at mag-spread all over the matrix na po ng concrete. Di ba, sir? So, what is the root cause of the problem of waterproofing? It's the porosity characteristic of concrete because all concrete are porous, very absorptive. So, yun po yung root cause ng problema. So, actually, there's no need to use second, third protection na mga surface applied waterproofing such as HDPE na medyo mahal to. Bentonite, hindi na po kailangan. Elastomeric paint, polyurethane, and there's no need to use screed protection, sir. So, anong gagawin natin? Ito po yung solution ng Cementaid. We only need to add HPI. I will explain later on what is HPI. At your batching plant, at ibubuhos na po natin yan sa site. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ibubuhos po sa site yan, and then in 7 days, at the maximum 28 days, waterproof na po, sir, yung concrete natin. Waterproof na po siya na hindi magdi-deteriorate yung waterproofing property niya. It will be permanently waterproof. So yun po yung solution namin. Napakadali lang. Napakasimple. It's user-friendly, environmentally friendly. Wala pong excess cement na gagamitin kasi wala ka ng screed. So, ano po yung HPI? Yun po ay hydrophobic Poreblocking ingredients. HPI. Ano po yung hydro? We know hydro is water. Phobic means phobia or fear. So, yung pong concrete natin ay matatakot sa tubig. It will push the water out sa lahat po ng sides noong concrete. Kahit po natin putulin yung concrete, ganun pa rin po yung karakteristik niya. So hydrophobic Poreblocking ingredients means an admixture which can be used into the concrete para po yung concrete itself can be waterproof. Ano naman po yung hydrophilic? Yun po yung kabaliktaran. Hydrophilic is inviting water to come in. It really loves water. So pag mayroon na pong tubig, papasok po yung tubig doon sa hydrophilic concrete, or in other technical terms, it's called crystallization or crystal growth admixture, o yun po yung mga capillary product. Yan po yun yung kabaliktaran ng hydrophobic. So how this will work, I cannot show this now.
Yeah, sir. I will share, try ko para yung itong part nito.
Sige. So,
Okay, sir.
lalabas muna ako, ano?
Sige, sir. Try mo muna lumabas, tapos share ako. Para makita nila, sir.
Nakalabas na ba ako?
Yes, sir, nakalabas ka na.
Nangangapa ako sa MS Teams eh.
Nangangapa talaga tayo rito. Application window.
Pag-aaralan ko to ng maigi, Architect Paul, para sa sunod pasensya na uli.
Sige lang po. Makikita naman.
Ayan, nakikita niyo, sir, yung screen ko?
Yes,
Sabi
yes,
lang.
yes.
Okay. Ituloy ko na yung sinasabi ni Sir Rodel. This is how HPI reacts